Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you all. My name is Lowell, and I am the Executive Director and President of the Lowell Philharmonic Orchestra. I'm delighted to welcome you to our 2025-2026 season opener, Bewitched, Bothered, and Berlioz'd, a symphonic séance. Wow. It sounds really cool in the mouth. Whether this is your first time joining us or you're returning, we're thrilled to have you for a grand musical experience. The mission of the LPO is to inspire the greater Lowell community with quality musical performances. We are a group of over 40 predominantly volunteer musicians dedicated to bringing great music to life. And today, we are especially excited to have string-playing musicians from the greater Lowell area joining us for this performance. Please do scan the QR code at the main entrances to access our full program. Restrooms are located to your left and straight ahead. If we do need to evacuate, easy tip, just go back to where you came from. And we will have a 10-minute intermission. We have a lot of exciting things happening in this concert. You will find baked goods for sale. We have cookies and pumpkin cakes. How delicious. We have raffle tickets over there. You may be one of our winners for those gift baskets. We also have the Pollard Memorial Library joining us as well, and a community table showcasing different organizations in Lowell. So please do check them out during intermission. You do not want to miss it. A special thank you to the Lowell Telemedia Center for their support and to all of our volunteers who make today possible. Please give them a round of applause. I also want to thank, lots of thanks here, to Fusion Church for allowing us to perform in this beautiful space, for Zeb for the lights, and we're also thrilled to collaborate with NSquared Dance Company. And we have an opportunity to perform Bopperschnopps, an original composition by none other than Manar Hashmi. Lastly, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has donated so far to our season. Thank you to Richard K. and the Nancy L. Donahue Charitable Foundation and Mass Cultural Council for their generous contributions. If you do want to support us, there are donation boxes everywhere, QR codes. Feel free to support us. You can write a check and gift match through your employer. Your donations help us make music and continue making music in our great city of Lowell. Thank you for supporting us, and enjoy the concert.
Welcome to an afternoon of fantasy, folklore, and imagination. Our story begins deep in the forest where fairy tales are born and adventure waits behind every tree. In Humperdinck's Vorspiel, or Prelude, the music shimmers with both innocence and mystery. We catch a glimpse of Hansel and Gretel's world, warm, simple, and full of wonder, yet touched by the faint, sweet danger that all good fairy tales hold. The orchestra invites us into this storybook world, setting the stage for the journey ahead. transported? Raise your hand if some of that music is familiar. Yeah. As the child's prayer unit, I encourage you to go and find an opera with that. I'm sure Bugs Bunny uses it somewhere in the regions. All right. Mussorgsky's Baba Yaga and Catacombs. The forest darkens, and we follow Modest Mussorgsky into the realm of the strange and mystical. In Baba Yaga, we meet a legendary witch of Slavic folklore who lives in a hut perched on chicken legs and flies through the night in a mortar and pestle. They are powerful, unpredictable, and mysterious, a being who keeps the balance between mischief and magic. From there, the path leads us into the catacombs, a vast underground chamber where time stands still and the voices of the past hum softly through the stone. Together, these two movements remind us that the magical and the mortal worlds are never too far apart. most haunting stories in music. Schubert's Der König, or the Elf King. A desperate father races through the night, clutching his sick child as the wind howls around him. The boy hears the voice of the Elf King, sweet, tempting, calling him toward a world unseen. The father cannot hear or see what his son does, and the tension grows with every gallop of the horse. Today, principal horn player Annalisa gives voice to all three characters, the father, the son, and the Elf King, transforming Schubert's dark poem into a stunning, wordless drama. A little aside, I learned of that piece. It's originally for piano and voice, and I learned of that piece when I was in college. And just the sheer imagery of it, and how Schubert had the piano doing triplets of to incite the gallop of the horse. And it's such amazing. It's amazing how music can transport you to a place that you've never been and start thinking about like, ooh, maybe I should watch how I'm walking and moving through this world. Yeah. All right. After all that darkness, the scene softens. In Ravel's The Fairy Garden, the fairies slowly awaken, their world bathed in soft morning light. The music feels like the first gentle stretch after a long dream, delicate, glowing, and filled with wonder. It reminds us that even in the strangest forests, there is always beauty waiting to be found. And with that, the orchestra takes a well-deserved rest as we head into intermission. with something truly special, our side-by-side performance, where young musicians perform alongside the Lowell Philharmonic Orchestra. Brian Balmage's Creatures invites us into a world of wild imagination. You'll hear some rather unsavory sounds, scratches, scrapes, and curious noises, but that's exactly how it's meant to be. These creatures are, after all, unsavory. They're not meant to sound perfect or polished. They're alive, unpredictable, and wonderfully weird. But before we begin, let's imagine something together. What if your favorite movie, scary or not, had no music at all? Just silence. No suspense, no excitement, no tension, no emotion. It will feel strange, wouldn't it? Yeah. Music gives emotion and movement to every story. It's what makes the moments pop. Think of the movie Jaws without those two famous notes. Today, these young musicians are the emotional engine of the story you'll see from NSquared Dance Company, who brings these creatures to life through movement. And together they remind us that storytelling is a shared art, one that thrives when we create together. Now think of that without the music. It's just people moving, which is great because, you know, calisthenics. But when we bring the arts together, bigger things happen. Art doesn't have to live in its individual silo. Think about that. Now, the stage fills with dark humor and a touch of mischief. Gounod's funeral march of a marionette tells the peculiar tale of a puppet who's met an untimely end. The music paints the scene vividly. The slow procession, the mourners, perhaps also made of wood, and the wiry twist of fate that makes it all a little funny, too. Many will recognize this melody, and it later became the theme from Alfred Hitchcock's television series. Both spooky and playful, it's a reminder that even a funeral march can dance when Gounod holds the baton. swashbuckling. Next comes the world premiere of Bopperschnopps by Massachusetts composer Manar Hashmi. This is a musical adventure brimming with excitement, danger, and laughter, a seafaring romp filled with rhythmic surprises and cinematic flair. But before we set sail, I'd like to invite Manar to the stage to share a few words about her composition. Manar?
Hello, everybody. I'm very, very happy to be here. It's not every day that you have an orchestra playing your music. So I would, of course, first like to thank Marshanda and the Lowell Philharmonic for taking on my piece and doing such an amazing job with it. I've heard rehearsal, I know it's great. So, yeah, this piece, well, most of my music has a touch of the cinematic, the adventurous, the epic. I really enjoy that sort of thing. And this piece kind of has all of that to the extreme. I went all out for this one. And so the story behind the title, if you're wondering, Bopperschnopps was my working title. I always make a file name. You have to make a file name. And it starts, sometimes there's a better name, but in this case there was no better name. I spent weeks trying to think of a better name. There was no better name. This is what the piece is called. And you might agree. Let me know what you think afterwards. So yeah, there are three main themes in this piece. There's the gung-ho call to adventure, and that's what you do first. And then there's a secondary theme, which is more lyrical. It's kind of like a dance, kind of like, you know, things have settled down a little bit. And then there's a third theme, which is spooky. Something weird is happening. What is that? I don't know. And yeah, that's basically the gist of the piece, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. And now, with imagination as our compass, Bopperschnopps. Working with living composers, I get to ask them questions. When they're dead, I just have to go by letters that they've written about their piece and performance practice, and then my own little flair. But I definitely like working with people who are alive. It helps. Berlioz's Witch's Sabbath from his Symphonie Fantastique. Our journey ends deep in the forest once more. The moon is high and the air hums with energy. Imagine walking among the trees when you suddenly happen upon a gathering of witches. Not wicked ones, but 3 playful beings who've come to celebrate under the stars. They dance, laugh, and conjure their spells, filling the night with color and sound. But then the elder witch arrives, their magic older and stronger than the others. They're not entirely amused by the revelry, and soon disagreements break out. Chaos swirls through the forest in a frenzy of rhythm and sound. Yet, as dawn approaches, harmony returns. The witches reconcile, their laughter echoes once more, and the forest glows with peace and mischief alike. In Witch's Sabbath, Berlioz captures the wildness of imagination, and with the help of NSquared Dance Company, the celebration becomes truly alive. So take a deep breath and watch the magic unfold. And check your raffle tickets afterwards.
Thank you.